some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Baby, you give me ice and fire.
Anyone?
You're channeling weed
Anyone?
rain.
Anyone?
You're some kind of butterfly.
Bumper clot.
Baby, you give me midnight.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
Anyone?
You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry.
Anyone?
Oh, 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 you're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're channeling wind and rain.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. My name is Mike Reed, and I am here to teach you about the commercial appliance business. Hold on one second. Let me take this music down a little bit. All right. Let me switch this up a little bit. Welcome to the show. Here we talk about a broad number of topics in relation to restaurant equipment, commercial kitchen equipment. I want to say what's up to Max Tax.
How good of you to join us.
You're going to have to excuse me. I was looking for some old man reading glasses. I don't know where the hell. I got like 6 pair. I don't know where any of them are. I'm going to have to put on these real quick. Oh, okay. Adeco appliance repair was happening. Mr. Mike Adams, what is the word? Who we got here? Oh, we got Mel. What's going on, Mel? You were here early. Mel is here super early. Untamed Kango. What's happening, people? What is going on? Hey, I had to add some stuff for you guys. Believing me, hanging out here.
Anyone?
I had to add stuff like that.
Anyone?
I'm gonna start with a little bit of industry news. If I can even freaking find it. I'm gonna talk about Velvet Taco. Now, I talk about some of these restaurant chains from time to time. Oh, in this case, we got a few that are closing, and then we have some that are on a rapid expansion. Velvet Taco is one of those that's on a rapid expansion. I don't know if anyone remembers me talking about Velvet Taco. At least, like, I might have talked about it once this year, maybe 3-4 times the year before that.
Anyone?
Highly doubtful. So let me hit you to it. This is from National Restaurant News. I think that's who this is. They do like a 5-minute snippet, Restaurant News Daily. Nation's Restaurant News. Oh, Nation's Restaurant News. My bad. So Velvet Taco, they are rapidly expanding. They used to have 50 restaurants, 8 states, and now they just brought over the gentleman that brought. I'll read it. I'm gonna have to read the damn story. That brought one of my daughter's favorite, which is Mod Pizza. So he took Mod Pizza. He was senior vice president of operations, and he helped take Mod Pizza from a single location to 355. I believe Mod Pizza went up to 500, but he probably left, and that's when he went and spent a number of years. Yeah, early in his career, he spent 13 years with Starbucks. So when you see someone like this get injected into a company like Velvet Taco, I have done quite a bit of I have done quite a bit of work with Velvet Taco over the years. I've seen their rapid expansion in the Houston market, them going from like 2 locations to the number of locations that they have here. And let me see here. What the hell was his name? His name is Chris Schultz. There's a lot of Chris Schultz out there. His name is Chris Schultz. So this gentleman here, he is now the new CEO of Velvet Taco. And I can't stress this enough. This was sorely needed over there at Velvet Taco. Velvet Taco was like the Wild Wild West. It was just rapid growth, helter-skelter management, just chaotic at best. So I'll try to keep you guys updated on where they're heading as far as which new market. So now they have 8 states when before they were strictly Texas. Let me jump into this. And just so you guys know, at any point in time in this, I can go ahead and touch and feel any other subject matter that you guys want to get into, you know. So Diddy references all included. Oh yeah, this guy was involved with Voodoo Donut. Voodoo Donut also had a meteoric rise. I haven't heard much on their new locations, but they pretty much hit all the hot spots that they needed to in the Houston market. Do I think Voodoo Donuts is a little overrated? I do. Are there a lot of copycats? Duck Donuts. It's a new one. It's a white and blue concept, Valor Donut or something like that. Laundry Donut, something like it. There's just like 5 new donut concepts out there. Where the hell they're going, I have no idea. I have no idea. How many of you have a velvet taco in your market? Let me see. Let me open up a new stream. I mean, a new window. And just so you guys know, like, as far as food wise, how everything tasted velvet taco, I like it. My daughter does not. We actually have at the corner, we have a Chipotle, and in cat corner from that, we have a velvet taco. And my daughter chooses Chipotle every single time. Every single time. Yo, Sir Anthony, what's happening? Glad that you're here, brother. Glad that you're here.
Being involved and being active on his YouTube channel. Well, welcome back.
Yeah. Salute to the chat. And who we got here? Greasy Spoon. What's going on, man? What does Sir Anthony have? No velvet taco near you in Pennsylvania. That would be right. I don't know if I told you, but I used to live in Harrisburg. I think you're over by the mall, right? You're over by King of Prussia, right? So let me see what they have as far as locations. There's locations right there. My internet might be a little slow today. All right, it looks like they're working their way. It looks like they're working their way up there. North Carolina, Charlotte. We got Atlanta, so 3 in Atlanta, 2 over there in Charlotte, Nashville, Tennessee, 3 in Nashville. And as you see, the highest, even 4 in Chicago, and the highest concentration is in Texas. And of course, the natural progression is you go up to Oklahoma, and then once they do Oklahoma, then they typically go over to, they either go over to Denver, or in this case, they go over to Vegas or Phoenix, Arizona. How many they got? Just 1? So be on the lookout. I like to show you this stuff early so that you can get ahead of the expansion, right? Yeah, you are king of, Sir Anthony says, King of Prussia. There we go. Greasy Spoon said, I got my dryer service recently and you're intrigued. Okay. Are commercial dryers the same construct? No. Now, with that being said, they're pretty much, it's a little small furnace. It's a motor. Then you have a drum that tumbles. But you do have a couple of different things that are a little different than a residential dryer. So it is a airflow is way more important, and then the airflow is something that you're not actually going to be able to tackle. That's going to be a separate company that's going to tackle the airflow issues on the dryers. You do have them catching on fire like you do with residential, but it is let me put it like this. You wouldn't have a problem with the ones in a small daycare. You wouldn't have a problem with the ones in a nail salon, things like that. The ones that go along with a nice little 40-pounder, you'll be fine with those dryers. It is the much larger dryers that you would have an issue with. There's certain ways that you get into the pulleys and things like that. That is a whole lot different than what you do on a residential side. So I can go into that. I can show you my favorite one to tell you guys how to service a commercial dryer would be through Dexter. Dexter has a very thorough how-to video. Yep, and let me get a show of hands in the chat. Put something in the chat if you would like for me to dive on off into commercial dryers real quick. I can always go back to this later. If you want me to dive off into commercial dryers, we'll do that. Otherwise, I'll finish up on this story. Finish up going into the Velvet Taco. So let's see what the audience votes on.
This is it. I'm telling you, this is it.
All right, so while we're doing that, Scottsdale, Arizona, you got your Velvet Tacos. Now, I have prepared you guys for Velvet Taco. The fryers, from time to time, they will use either Pitco or Frymaster. I've given you information on how to find training on Frymaster, whether it's free on their website or whether you go on a paid site. I've given you guys the information on the rotisserie, which is Rotisol. They are now in the United States of these Americas. Oh, nice. Downtown Chicago is going through there's going to be a lot of new locations opening up downtown Chicago. So this is actually like part of it. I think the Magnificent Mile and all that Uniqlo and all that kind of stuff is going to be coming to the Magnificent Mile. So the West Loop got Velvet Taco. Okay, so this makes complete sense because this is the exact same trajectory that Mod Pizza took. Oh man, 16 years ago when they opened up their first place in Chicago, the very first one I saw was on Randolph Street. That's nuts. Which was on Randolph Street in the West Loop, in that area, not that far from Oprah's studio, around the corner from the Calphalon place. And then the Gold Coast. Well, near north, what they're saying here. This is interesting. I wonder when they open these up. Let me see what you guys voted for so far. Okay, so we have, all right, another one for wanting to see the dryer. Another one for wanting to see the dryer. Melly Mel, first time hearing about Velvet Taco. Well, it's safe to say they're going to go head your way. All right, finish the story. Okay. And you want to hear about commercial laundry? All right. Hold on one second. I'm losing my vision. Hold on. All right. Donnie Madden said, what's up?
How good of you to join us.
And Melly Mel, they probably won't move in this way due to mandatory elevated minimum wages would negatively impact their profits. When they're fun fact, when these companies are doing a rapid growth, rapid expansion thing, it's not about profits. As you can see by way of Chicago, they choose the most expensive real estate. They choose the most high profile, high traffic areas that they could possibly get because they want to get the word out. They want to get the word out. Then what they do is they find out where is the second best place. Once they get a foothold, if they can gain traction in a very large metropolitan area, and people are open and receptive to that flavor profile, that taste profile, then they will go ahead, and it is what you guys don't seem to understand is these people have no problem shutting these locations down. It's not a big deal. It really is not a big deal for them to shut down these locations. As you know, I'm involved with starting up these locations all the time. If you're starting a location in Houston, you got like a 1 in 4 chance that I'm going to be involved with it. Actually, I think probably higher than that I'm going to be involved with it with a new concept, which is why I'm intimately familiar with Velvet Taco. And yes, once they start going to Phoenix, like I said, the next step is usually Vegas, and then they're gonna creep up their way to gain some traction. I mean, it's tacos. They might skip California and just go on up to Seattle. Be honest with you, or go on up to man, I can't think of the company I used to work for. Yeah, going up to like Oregon and Seattle. That is usually once they start making this slow movement west, they're gonna go up. And it's all about that recognition. Yo, what's happening, man? I'm so surprised I have so many of you here tonight. I'm so thankful. That's a good thing to see. Now,
And here we go.
For what you guys really want to see, let me show you Dexter Laundry. Like I said, I give you this before we jump into Dexter. Like I said, I give you these restaurant concepts so that you can prepare yourself, you can get your training all set up so that when these places do come to town, you're ready. You can throw your hat in the ring, and because I'm gonna tell you, Velvet Taco is extremely chaotic. With the current CEO they have in place now, he leans towards Ecolab. I'm sorry, not Ecolab, Smart Care. It was Ecolab at the time, and then now it's Smart Care. I am fairly certain that there's a rift there. At one point in time, Smart Care had put Mod Pizza on a hold. They weren't doing any service work for them whatsoever. It's fairly safe to say that there is a strained relationship there. At Velvet Taco, they might just be open to individual servicers until they fully build out their Sea to Shining Sea rollout. So that's what I'm telling you. You have a little bit of time. Once they become a nationwide brand, then if the service companies that are doing the work aren't cutting it, then they're going to go to a nationwide service provider. All right, let me give you guys the link. This is Dexter Laundry. Brother Frank, what's happening? Man, the only one that people really consider to have a taco monopoly would be Chipotle. So it's like Chipotle as far as the fast casual, and then it's Taco Bell as far as quick service. You got those two, and then after that, it gets a little wild. But here's the link to where I am going to. This is Dexter Laundry. Dexter Laundry, rock solid brand. It's not really going to be much difference between Dexter and Speed Queen and Hips. It's not going to be much difference between Dexter dryer and Electrolux Wasco mat. They're all going to be fairly similar. Let me take you right to the it's going to be under support, technical. There we go. Trouble. There it is. Service videos. I'm also going to give you this link too. There's been a lot of changes on the ice machine side. This involves Scotsman. This involves Isomatic. They have recently changed their distributors in various places around the United States. So 2026 is going to be fun times. So here's a good one.
This presentation will cover the Dexter stack dryer heating circuit for the 60 Hz DD8030KC gas dryer.
Fair use, by
Dexter
the way.
Laundry recommends that all service and troubleshooting be done by a qualified service person. Live voltage is present inside of every Dexter machine. Extreme caution should be used if you decide to troubleshoot your equipment. Dexter Laundry always recommends that you disconnect power, tire, or electric 5/16 socket, and a voltmeter. The symptom of the issue experienced is that the dryer turns, but there is no heat.
The reason why they show the key there is because you need that's the service key. You can provide the model and serial number, and you could purchase a key for around $7.
And a voltmeter. The symptom of the issue experienced is that the dryer turns, but there is no heat. To begin troubleshooting, start the dryer tumbler. Next, unlock the control tray using the Dexter 6324 service key and slide the control forward. If the drying tumbler is rotating, the door light for this drying tumbler is illuminated, indicating that the door switch is working. The motor light for this tumbler is also illuminated, indicating that the control is attempting to send voltage to the motor. The motor should now be tumbling the drying pocket. Next, check that the correct gas light is illuminated for the drying tumbler that is activated. This light indicates the control is attempting to heat the tumbler unit. Now, to begin checking voltages through the heating circuit, remove the 3 5/16 screws from the cover panel of the rear electrical box. A voltmeter will be used to test for voltage at the upper or lower terminal block in the electrical box. Set the voltmeter to a 120 volt setting. Locate the upper terminal block under the step-down transformer. If the issue is with the lower pocket, use the lower terminal block instead. The white wires on the upper left of the terminal block are the neutral. The black testing lead of the voltmeter will be placed on the white neutral. The red lead will be used to test for voltage. Voltage will be checked at each point in the circuit to find where the voltage stops, which will identify the issue. First, place the red lead on the violet wires. This is the voltage from the motor centrifugal switch. If the 120 volts is present, the centrifugal switch in the motor is working properly. If there is no voltage, then the motor will need to be replaced. Second, while the dryer is attempting to heat, test the orange wires for 120 volts coming from the control. If voltage is present, the control is working properly. If there is no voltage, replace the dryer controller. Third, test the brown wire connection for 120 volts, indicating that the high limit thermostat on the back of the burner housing is working properly. If voltage is not constant during this test, there is a deficiency with the airflow through the machine, and the ductwork needs to be cleaned. The incoming makeup air should be inspected. If the voltage is never present...
Oh, you know what? I forgot to even ask you what brand of dryer that you're working on.
The high limit thermostat needs to be replaced. The fourth test is at the black wire connection. 120 volts AC at these wires will indicate the proper functioning of the airflow switch and the overtemp thermostat. If voltage fluctuates or is not present, check the overtemperature thermostat for reset. This is done by inserting a non-conductive pencil or golf tee into the hole on the side of the thermostat.
See, just a little
If there
different.
is still no voltage on the black wires, check that the airflow switch is functional. The final voltage test will be the low voltage heat circuit. Set the voltmeter for 24 volts AC. The black meter lead will be placed on the yellow neutral wire of the transformer. Now, place the red lead of your meter at the red wire. There should be 24 volts present at the transformer. If 24 volts is not exiting the transformer, replace it. The 24 volts now travels down the red wire to the 1.5 amp fuse. With the black meter lead on the yellow neutral wire, check for 24 volts AC on both sides of the fuse. If there is no voltage,
Hold on a second. Yeah, Greasy Spoon, I only do commercial. I don't deal with residential stuff. So none of this is gonna help you, brother. This is Amana doesn't make any commercial dryers. The history on that, let me make myself a little bigger. The history on that, brother, is Amana was purchased by Maytag, and Maytag already had Speed Queen. So Amana was just absorbed. They only used the residential, the Admiral, Amana, and there was another name that they got from Amana, Admiral and Amana, and they rolled out the residential stuff with that. Maytag did, and that was I want to say that was the 90s, bro. So yeah, you're this is not gonna help you. None of this is gonna help you, bro. None of this. You're actually on the wrong channel.
exiting the fuse, replace the fuse or possibly the fuse holder. Two events occur when 24 volts reaches the ignition module. First, the unit will send voltage to the gas valve. Then the unit will send high voltage to create a spark at the igniter. When troubleshooting, the sparking noise is an indication that all safety circuits have been achieved and that the unit is attempting to heat. To test the gas valve, place the black lead of the meter on the yellow wire and the red lead on the brown wire while the ignition module is sparking the igniter. At that time, 24 volts AC should be present at the brown wire of the gas valve. At the same time, the ignition module should be sending the high voltage for the spark. Look and listen for the spark. If there is no indication of sparking, replace the ignition module. If there is sparking but no flame, check the gas supply to the dryer for proper inlet pressure, or it may be necessary to replace the gas valve. As a safety feature, the ignition module also uses a flame sensing circuit. This is designed to stop voltage to the gas valve if there's no flame present at the burner. If the flame ignites, burns for 4 to 10 seconds, and then goes out, or if you see the flame light and the spark is still igniting while the flame is burning, then the flame sensor with the igniter probe needs to be replaced. By following these steps, the cause of the no heat issue will have been discovered and corrected. The dryer is now ready for operation.
Yeah. So this is like what you're talking about is it's very similar to damn, what the hell can I compare it to? You're calling about something that's a much smaller item. The safety features are much different. The access is much different. Yeah, I have pushed myself away from the residential stuff many years ago. I actually had a customer. Well, my auntie actually sent somebody over to me for a dryer. I had to tell them that they were just too far away, but it's just no, man. That ain't. No, there are plenty of other places that you can go to. Let me show you. Plenty of other places you can go to, bro. On that kind of stuff. But this is commercial on this side. Where are their dryers? So you're talking about something as much smaller, like these little guys. Something that's $400 or $500 versus something like this, a Maytag dryer. Oh, you know what? It's not gonna give me the sale price on a commercial dryer. It's not gonna give me the price. Damn. They hold the prices pretty close to the chest on the commercial side. I definitely picked the wrong one. I should have said Dexter or something like that. I should have said Dexter. Let me see if I can find a price on a let me see if I can find something like that. And even still, this is only going to give me probably used. So even used, you're talking about, $4,000 for, and that's not an 80-pound. This is a 30-pound on the commercial side. So talking about 400 versus 4,000. So it's a very different game. Very, very different game. Yes. So Electrolux and Wascomat is one and the same, just like Speed Queen and Hipsch is one and the same. Let me show you. Oh damn! Should have used that other one. Yeah, they are all the same. That's why I got. I'm gonna hit you with it. I'm gonna hit you with it. Just.
We are same, but different, but still same.
Sorry to have to put you through that, but yeah, they are the same. They are the same. So here is now take a look. This is a Wascomat dryer. I think this also should be like a 30-pound. And actually, when you take the training, it's all the same. They're gonna tell you it's all interchangeable, and that's because it is. The only thing that you would have to buy differently would be the decals. And next time I'm gonna say Wascomat USA. It looks like they've changed the website to Electrolux Professional. All right, dryer. Tumble dryer, Electrolux Professional. North America. So as you can see, yeah, there it is. It's going to have a very similar form. Everything, there's the same 3 buttons. They just put in a different configuration. But it is the same. All the parts are the same. When you're looking for belts, when you're looking for capacitors, looking for motors, it is all the same. Electrolux purchased Speed Queen some years back. Electrolux purchased Wascomat some years back. Electrolux purchased Wascomat. Let me see if I can find the actual date. So they purchased them 60 years ago. Electrolux and Wascomat, 60 years. 60 years. So the fun fact, the family that used to own Wascomat is still at the helm of Wascomat, is just a subsidiary of Electrolux. But that family still has carte blanche. They still do what they do. No matter what, I think the grandson took a back seat to the granddaughter. So the brother let the sister run things now. But yeah, they are all the same. So here it is in the right brands: Electrolux Professional, Wascomat, Encore is all the same. All right, what do we have here? Howdy. Y'all, Alliance Laundry is pretty good. Okay.
This guy gets it.
All right. That's pretty great. Gets us the best pricing for new units. Well, you can't get, the fun fact, you can't get Alliance products any other way. That is Alliance, the Germans, let me make myself bigger. The Germans, yeah, they purchased Speed Queen some years ago. And they have everything now, lock, stock, and barrel. They even own the parts supplier. So now when you go to buy parts, yeah, that's good, yeah. Yeah. It's hold on, let me show you. So there used to be an independent part supplier called PWS. PWS Laundry Parts. Now, Speed Queen, which is now just a brand owned by Alliance, they bought them in 2021. And so they've taken over everything. So now when you get parts, it's through Speed Queen. When you buy a machine, it's through Speed Queen. The whole 9 yards. And Jacob, I hate to rain on your parade, but that's like saying, oh, we get a great deal to the manufacturer. That's like saying we get a great deal on Ford's, buying directly from Ford. We get a great deal on Mercedes Sprinter vans, buying directly through Mercedes. Do we really get a good deal? That's all highly debatable. Highly debatable. The really good deals come in with Speed Queen, with Dexter, with Continental. The really good, the really good deals come in when you're buying in bulk. When you're buying it in a very, very large amount for a number of different clients, then you actually get a good deal. It is, when you really dive into commercial laundry, there's just so many games they play. Commercial laundry is so, you can't get a loan. Fun fact, ladies and gentlemen, if you go to a bank, there's no bank in the United States of America that will give you a loan for laundry equipment. Right? No bank. Now you can go ahead and you can get financing through leasing companies. But as far as you actually needing like a loan to buy out 20, 30 of them, you're going to have a facility. You got to go to the manufacturer. The manufacturer is the one that finances their equipment. So that's the that's the fun part. They got all kind of laws against this kind of stuff on everybody but laundry. They got laws against this stuff when it comes to automotive. They got cellular communications and all this. I mean, they giving Elon Musk all this drama. But when it comes to laundry, they're like, yeah, we don't care about that. Screw the people over. We don't give a damn. So yeah, that's if you try. Matter of fact, let me show you. If you try to to look up prices, you will find what you're gonna find is you're gonna find prices on hold on one second. We're gonna find prices from the Chinese. Commercial washer. So we try to find stuff on Speed Queen. You will not find a price brand new. See, all this stuff is used. Used. Why is it that you can only find used? You can only find used because they protect their they're doing it to protect their resale value. You're never going to find a pricing war on the commercial laundry. You're not going to be able to say, oh, well, you know, here, this guy, he's selling me units for see how they got a nice little price range. Well, and it says typical. He's selling me commercial Speed Queen washers for 1,500, and the other guy's selling it for 1,200. You're never going to find that. You will never find that. You will never find that. Let me see if I can find something. Is it used or new? Sam. All right, so they're starting to sell some stuff through Sam's. What country is this? Oh, I don't even think this is US. I don't think this. What country is this for? What phone number? That's an 847. That's Chicago number. Sam's Club is selling it, or Sam's Stores, whoever the hell this is. This is one of those. This is one of those damn companies that sell stuff that's meant for other countries. 3-phase. Let me see if it says 50 hertz or 60. Because that's the catch. When you find these, you got to make sure it is. So it's 3-phase. Oh, it is 60 hertz. Because you got to be careful with some of these companies because you'll see equipment and it'll actually be 50 hertz. So these guys actually have some stuff. So that's interesting. But yeah, be on the lookout, man. Be on the lookout. So Jacob says, I hear you. As for our other vendors, it was good. Well, if you find me a different Unimac, you're not going to find a different distributor. Hold on. You're not going to find a different distributor. That's what you don't understand. The distributor is Speed Queen. Your distributor is Speed Queen. There is no other. The manufacturer is the distributor. The manufacturer is also selling the product direct to you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. This is just going right over there. Dude, it's going right over there. Oh, yeah. Bruh. Dude, yeah, I know. Bruh. Yeah, Unimac. Oh, God. Fun fact, I have never worked on a single Unimac a day in my life. Not a single day in my life. So Speed Queen, Wascomat, Dexter, but I've never Hipsch, but I've never touched a Unimac because they always look freaky to me. Let me show you guys what he's talking about. I know you're joking, man, but I hate Unimac. Unimac washer. I only have a few customers with Unimacs. Only a few. So Unimac uses this injector. So they inject the stuff through the door. Nobody else is doing that. This is a holdover from I guess from pre-World War II. But yeah, so they are still injecting stuff through the front. And believe it or not, the Unimax stuff, I rarely get I rarely have any calls on freaking Unimax. Yeah, upload. Hey, put a link because you got a wrench. Put a link in your channel to your put a link to your channel. So I have last customer I have, they got they had a drain issue. So that would have just been a drain valve. And that Unimac washer was over 30 years old. That was over 30 on the east side of Houston. Sort of like a halfway house for men. That Unimac was 30 plus years old. They came in there. I'm already sitting. I'm sitting in the Speed Queen distribution, in the Speed Queen warehouse, picking up parts. And here comes their handyman in there trying to buy parts on the washer that they asked me to fix, that they just asked me to give them a free estimate on. And he shows up with all the paperwork and schematics and all that shit. And the guys are looking at the guys from Speed Queen are looking at him like, dude, what are we supposed to do with this? This stuff is from over 30 years ago. None of the numbers match up. I had to, luckily I was sitting there and I already had model and serial number. So I gave it to the guys and they were able to give it to the handyman guy. And I think he actually fixed it. He actually fixed it. I did have to tell him what it was though. I felt sorry for the guy. I felt sorry for him. But yeah, here's Unimac. Hold on one second. Let me make this thing bigger. So they're spiffing up, and you'll notice that they are starting to drop the Unimac name from the lineup with Speed Queen and everything else like that. So now it just says Speed Queen and Hitch. So once they went with this soft mount, because everything is going soft mount now. Once they went with the soft mount, this dinosaur here is going away. So the Germans are going to streamline everything. Germans are streamlining everything. So let me show you. Let me see if I can actually go down to the bottom where it actually says, boom. Ooh, let me see if they got any seminars. See, there it is. It says Alliance Laundry. There's My Alliance. Find a distributor. Finance. So you actually get the financing from them. Yeah, they have that for, a few pieces. And then if you're buying, quite a bit, they have a different set of promotions for you. Fast credit decisions, blah, blah, blah. And that's because they make the equipment. They make the equipment and they're doing the financing. See, so they lay it all out there. All out there, what everything is gonna cost you. Available in the US only. Yeah, because they want their money. They want their money. Everything is laid out right there for you. Minimum loan amount, the whole nine. Now they're gonna have different promotions and whatnot. But let me go back real quick. This freaking Alliance. So let's go to training seminars, because these training seminars are going to be all pre-recorded. I put out quite a few on my on the channel, but they don't. Here we go. Tumble dryers. Let's see what they're gonna do here. Yeah, no. So a vast difference from Dexter. Dexter is giving you video, play by play. Here, pick up this. Here, put your leads there. This is where you're gonna stick this, and all that other weird stuff that they were doing. But what does Alliance Laundry do? It's just a whole bunch of words. A whole bunch of words. No video. And the videos that they do have, their videos are like 2 hours long. They're one of my damn videos. Oh shoot, you guys couldn't see that, my bad. Yeah, the damn link doesn't even work now on Alliance. That's crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, and fun fact, they are hiring. So now when it comes to the Alliance marketing, they like to just put up, let's see what they're going to show. They like to just put up, okay, they added. So the Speed Queen, Unimac, Hips, Primus, and Ipso. But on all their marketing, all you see is Speed Queen and Hips. All right, let me see here. Where is Why Work Open Opportunities? Since we're already here. I know most of you guys are working for yourselves, but maybe, see, for aviation, everything else, maybe you might want to pass on some of this to someone else. No jobs for technical support. Let's see. What the hell do they call their stuff? Is it under maintenance? Speed Queen service, tech jobs. Let's see what comes up there. Indeed. Of course, they would be using Indeed. Speed Queen Laundry. We don't want that. I want distributor stuff. Yeah, it's the laundry attendant stuff. We don't want that. You know what? It's probably going to be under Alliance. It's probably going to be under Alliance. There's a laundry tech. Stone Mountain, Georgia. Store manager. Let me see. None of this stuff is popping up. Stone Mountain, Georgia. Up to $19.60 an hour. Hold on. All right. Alliance Service Tech jobs. Hopefully this. All right. That looks. Oh, I just found one. Huh. That's not bad. You got to go to Wisconsin for that one, though. $40 an hour, the engineers, the installers. Let me go back. We're going to go to the Alliance website. Why work at Alliance? There they go. I will never be so happy as when these things are gone. I hate those damn suspension. All right, let's see what we got. Open opportunities. Oh, it brings me right back. You bastard. Project manager, service technician. There it is. There's New York. For all you guys that were looking for New York. Troubleshooting, repair, all this other stuff. Let me see what kind of. And Mel, just like with the other situation you were telling me about, hey, you have to negotiate. You have to negotiate your pay. That is just how this whole thing works. All right, hold on one second. What does he got? Oh yeah, ASTI. Yeah. Speed Queen is always there. Speed Queen been there. Oh man, for the last Speed Queen been going to ASTI for the last like 15 or so years. Speed Queen with their residential side, True with their residential side. Oh, who else has been going on over to ASTI? Yeah, it's Dexter is nationwide because you're dealing. Dexter is a company that is employee owned, but it's real simple. We'll just go right on over to Dexter. All of these guys fight for they'll fight for the business. They definitely will fight for the business. All right, so let me put this link in the chat, and then we'll go back to Dexter. Because up until the last few years, most people that worked at these laundry associated businesses, they had been there for decades. They had been there for decades. Unfortunately, whenever I open up the laundry publications for laundry equipment, there's always a something memorializing a passing of a veteran in the industry. They never skip a publication. It's in every single publication somebody passes away. Dexter Laundry, we're going back. All right, so let me go to is it about? Oh yeah, because Dexter does have some training coming up from Florida, New Jersey. Yeah, the 2026 stuff is coming out. I'm preparing my videos now. Here it is under vendors. Oh, let me see here. Yeah, it's real. You know what? It's real easy to find them. All you have to do is call Dexter. Yeah, that's the number. All you got to do is call Dexter, and when they answer the phone, they're gonna give you all the information that you need. No, Mel. The problem is, like I said, no AI bots. These are all run by family members, and when someone passes away, then they put in someone different, but no AI bots. This is, like I said earlier, Mel. These are all run by families. With the exception of the new Chinese stuff that's coming in, everything else is all families. The other exception would be from Onera Group. So Fagor has a commercial washer division, and there's no nepotism there, but there's nepotism with everybody else. Nepotism with everybody else. You got a job. Hold on, let me show you careers. If you have a job with one of these companies, unfortunately, I do know of one young gentleman that lost his job here in Houston. But with the exception of that, it is a rarity. It is an absolute rarity for somebody to get fired from Speed Queen, Wascomat, Continental. I mean, when I say unheard of, it is unheard of. When you have a position, it's a position for life. Your uncle gave you the job, your father gave you the job. Just like I said with Wascomat. Well, Wascomat, it's the grandchildren are running Wascomat. The grandkids are running it. So let me show you what we got. Yeah, buyers over there with Dexter. Now Dexter is a employee owned, but like I said, look at it. Dexter's been around since 1894. These companies are all extremely old. Let me see what they got. They only got 2 jobs at Dexter. Yeah. It's been around since 1894. You guys want to see? Let me show you. Likewise, let me show you when Speed Queen. Even though Speed Queen has been purchased, Speed Queen is also, and the Delfords run Speed Queen. So if anybody currently runs calls, you probably talked to Jody over there, and that's Jody Delford. So right here, Speed Queen has been around since 1911. Since 1911. Like I said, the World War II, right? World War II is really what kicked off all of these different items. That was a real big catalyst, was World War II. You know, that's when people started to have these type of things. They invested in the change, and it essentially, the equipment that they had from World War II is the equipment that we had up until like a few freaking years ago. As crazy as that may sound, a grill, a griddle, a pizza oven was the same pizza oven in the year 2000. Actually, you can still buy the same pizza oven that you would have bought brand new in 1942. That's just how this whole thing works. Continental, hold on. Continental Laundry. So Continental is another one owned by the Europeans. They bought out the American half of things. Let me show you. Let's see if we can go on over. Oh, let's see here. See, they like to shy away from the history, because once they talk about the history, then they have to talk about the fact that it was purchased, and it's not the same company that it once was. These their brands. Yeah, LG is part of this now. Jabot, Continental Jabot. Oh, there it is, company. Career opportunity. Man, they don't want to give you any history anymore. Ooh, they got new events coming up. Like I said, I don't touch Continental. I don't touch Jabot. It is just one of those things. And they have their own laundromats. They have a pretty extensive sales team nationwide. It's just that I'm not, there's the thing for the whole company. I am not on their team. I don't mess with their stuff. There we go. Continental, founded in, so this is one of that's relatively newer, in 1995. Wouldn't be surprised if he is like, had got his training at Speed Queen. I'd have to look into his history a little bit more to see what his history is and how he got into laundry. Yeah, you definitely, I don't care who it is, you definitely negotiate the pay. All right, so Mel says you hate the Speed Queen suspension system, you love it. What's wrong with it? Oh God, putting that damn suspension system together is a pain in the ass. I hate that damn. It's all going away. It's all antiquated anyway. It's all antiquated. So a lot of that stuff is they're grandfathered in for a little while longer, but the writing is on the wall. The writing is on the wall. And for me, it can't come sooner. It cannot come soon enough. All right, let me show you the products. Now you will find a lot of LG, mixed in with this. They're putting a lot of LG laundry in these gray area locations. Your daycares, small sporting institutions and stuff like that. But here's the soft mounts. I love soft mounts. I don't give a damn who makes it. I love soft mounts. Oh, and see, this is an example of the LGs. So all of these washers here are LGs. And they're the same LGs that you're familiar with. Same LG that they use on the residential. Their claim is that they have commercial reinforced components. I've never received a call for one, but like I said, I am not team I'm not team Continental. I will occasionally from time to time go on over to one of their to the distributor that's by me and buy parts, because they actually will sell parts for Speed Queen and Dexter. So that's the other thing. Everybody is so free flowing, if you will. So everybody sells everybody else's stuff. Oh, good. I got 20%. Now I'm going to open the floor. I'm going to open the floor for you guys to
Anyone?
ask you questions.
Anyone?
So what we got going on, people? Because let's see here. I've been on for over an hour. And we're going to begin to shut this thing down if you guys don't have any questions. Once again, this is going to be 2026 is the year of the hot side training. If you've done your training on ice machines, if you've done your training on a lot of refrigeration, 2026, you should really be prepared. Let's see here. For not only is it going to be XLT training, so don't forget you got your XLT training, your Domino's, your Little Caesars, some Marco's Pizza and whatnot. Oh yeah, XLT. That's also Costco and Sam's Club. Unox is having training. Why the hell is that on the Mary Chef? Hold on 1 second. So Unox has training that they're being a little selective with this year. But if you cannot get in with Altosham, this is my suggestion, is to start with Unox. You're going to get your training for your regular combi oven. You're going to get your training for convection oven, and then you're going to get your training on the speed oven. I don't know if you guys saw me work on the speed oven, the Amana Menu Master. It's all going to be pretty much the same. It's all going to be, I mean, you're only going to, there's only so many different ways you could do one thing, okay? So Unox is having training. I'm gonna go and get the new email address, because if you send them an email on the training page that I showed you, they're not gonna get it. They're not gonna get it. So you can either call them directly, or you can wait on me to give it to you. But if you fill out that form, they're not gonna get it. They didn't connect it to any damn thing. So the guys in the United States don't have access to where that list is going. So you got Unox, You got Alto Sham. And the Alto Sham classes are rapidly filling up. The first 2 classes are already full. Hold on one second. Training dates. Yeah. So the first January and February are already on a wait list. Let me make sure you guys can see that. Damn it. Yo, Picture Man. Yeah, for Manitowoc Ice. Yeah. Hold on. I'll do the Manitowoc for you. But as far as the cooking, so the first half, I mean, January and February is already done. This is Alto Sham classes, and you can't even get in for January and February. It's over with. We're already in spring as far as that goes. We are already in spring for Alto Sham training. As soon as January hits, like as soon as January, I'm telling you, like January 5th to the 10th, the rest of these dates are rapidly going to evaporate. Those dates will no longer be available. I'm telling you guys about this now. This is something you need to put under your belt. Let's see here. So I did the Alto Sham, I did the Unox, did XLT. Hold on one second. Let me do you go to Manitowoc so I can give this gentleman this information real quick. Just so you know, all this stuff is readily available to you guys. It's not like this is something special to me. Let's see. Yeah, it's under training. I can download this list real quick. And hold on one second. Yo, Sir Anthony, did you want to hold on, what's your background? What's your background? Did you want to go to Wisconsin and get the hands-on training? Because if you go to your regional, because they usually do have training at King of Prussia. If you go to the training that's going to be in your area for King of Prussia, it's just going to be it's a very quick, probably be about a 4-hour training class. You get a booklet like this. They just cover sequence of operation and all that kind of stuff, and all their major lines. Don't be alarmed, but you're going to be extremely lost after the very first class. Have you worked on any ice machines? That's my question to you. Have you worked on any? And I'm going to download this thing real quick so I can get the latest and greatest on the field seminar. And all their pre-recorded desktop. All their pre-recorded training is free. All right, let me go back and full screen. You're going to regional for level 2. Oh God, I guys wish you would stop all that. For level 2, you're going over all their videos. Oh, good. Yeah, you really need to take all their online training stuff. So the regional is the field, and then the hands-on is when you go to Wisconsin, and they're going to cover how to work on remotes, the quad cube, all that kind of good stuff. All right, so let me drop this. I'm going to drop this. I'm going to add the Excel. Let me see if I can make this thing bigger. Let's see what we got going on. Sufesa training. Yeah. Well, we know about the damn Sufesa training. All right. Here. Sufesa. Oh, And she'll be going to Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania. La da 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 da. PA. That is what we say. All right. So here you go. There's King of Prussia, as promised. King of Prussia. Can you believe I never went to that damn mall? Oh, where the hell? When is it coming back? King of Prussia. All right. So, damn. That's in a couple of days. So that's in a couple of days. So your training class is the 10th and the 11th. So today is the 8th. Oh, so your class is Wednesday and Thursday. Let me see who the hell. Let's see here. Ooh. Hold on one second. Yeah, it's the 10th and the 11th. All right, let me see. What the hell is my Excel? Oh, there it is. Half day. Yep. Half day. Oh yeah, yours is the 11th. Yours is the 11th. URI. Yeah. All right, so I have been telling you about it. Yeah. So let me drop this. Let me go to URI. Let me see. All right, so let me drop this. And we'll go to URI. URI events, and oh damn, they took off December already. Oh yeah, they're on the 2nd. My bad. All right, here we go. So your King of Prussia is right there. The Manitowoc service. So there is your class. I think they got here. Like 70, 80 bucks. My classes are freaking $80. Your class is 30. Let me see who your instructor is going to be. Anyway, so here's the you can do your screenshot if you're doing this from a laptop. There you go, right there, man. 30 bucks. So they really want you guys to attend. That means nobody goes to this damn class. 30 bucks. So there's all your contact information. Oh, it is actually going to be at URI. Damn, they don't even buy. That's why it's so cheap. That's why the damn thing is so cheap. Hold on one second. That's why that son of a gun is so cheap. So they're actually holding it at the URI facility over there. Right off the turnpike. Okay, so they have a nice size URI. We have one built the exact same way. Like ours to the right is where the counter is. So that is a relatively new URI. Okay, so they're going to have the training at that URI. Usually, like when you come in, there's a large break room, and that's where they have the training in that break room. And they do split system and all that kind of stuff. like when we have our Scotsman training at the URI that's built very similar to that one. It yeah, we have it in this break room that they use for training. Well, I hope you make it. I hope you can fit it in. It's gonna be oh man, where the hell did that URI information go? Damn it, where the hell did URI stuff go? Let me go back. Oh, let's see here. I gotta go down a little bit. And Hagerstown, Pennsylvania. Yep. What the? My classes this week too? Oh, Jesus. Oh, I gotta go to Scotsman class this week. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, so yours is 8 in the morning. It's 5 hours. Fun fact, it's usually not going to be 5 hours. What happens is they end with lunch and they count that too. Oh, good, you paid for it. All right. No, you just the most important thing is you ask your questions during the breaks. Take as many notes as possible. Take as many notes as possible. You have hold on a second. Let me so they're going to give you the workbook, and you're going to have sections where you can take notes. All that, they have all the whole troubleshooting thing. You're going to have lots of sections to take notes and to go over a sequence of operations and whatnot. And they're really going to be able to do their best for you when they take the break. When they take a break, everybody else don't want anything to do with them. So they stop for bathroom breaks quite frequently. Guys will start to drift off and fall asleep in class. And they'll take a break. And that's when you go ahead and ask them questions. They'll take time. They'll show you the units in the room.
In case I don't see ya. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Yeah.
Gentlemen, don't waste your time in the vain pursuit of this and that endeavor. To be high on hopes and illusions. To be high on hopes and illusions. To be high on hopes. Be high.
I haven't got time for this Mickey Mouse bullshit.
Be relentless. That's it. I'm done.